All right, parents, let's get into it. 8th grade environmental science. My name is Jessa. Let's go. All right, who teaches this course? Fabulous team, Susan Robinson, Jessa Werner, and Eva Porter. Susan and I have been teaching this course for about 9 years together. I've been teaching at GFS for 15 years, and this course has gone through many different changes, many iterations. It is an ever-changing course, and that's what's so exciting about it. Susan and I have an incredible collaborative relationship. She brings logistics and masterful teaching and pedagogy, and I come in with these wild ideas and labs and animals and we make magic happen. And I'm so excited to have Eva join us for the first time this year. Eva is the science department head, and this is her first time teaching middle school. We're 8 days in and she's obsessed. She loves it. Every single class she comes out and goes, I love middle school. And so do I, and so does Susan. And I think that's really evident and shows. All right, so what are we teaching? We are teaching environmental science greatest hits right here. We've got ecosystems. We talk about symbiosis and parasites, and we talk about the food chain. New last year, we added evolution back into 8th grade curriculum. This is an example of us always tweaking and changing the course based on the needs of students. We had evolution in the 6th grade. It's a pretty abstract concept, and you really need to have an understanding of deep time, and you need to have some understanding of genetics. And so we moved it back into 8th grade. We felt that was where it developmentally fit best. And so we do a really awesome unit on natural selection. We have population dynamics, deep dive into a growing world population. We really focus on human population because that's where the environmental injustices are existing, and that is a running theme throughout our course. And then our big unit, our biggest unit of the year is, of course, climate change. The way that climate change lives in this course looks different every single year. It's based on what's going on in the news. It's based on if it's a year of a climate panel agreement, if it's based on natural disasters and events that come up. But at its core, we start with really strong understanding of science. We memorize the carbon cycle, we deep dive into the carbon cycle, so that we can then have those big conversations about how are humans altering the carbon cycle? What does it mean to have greenhouse gases in the atmosphere? And what are the actual environmental implications of that? We cover energy production. That's generally a fan favorite because that's actually power plants. We do cover nuclear fission, and I think 8th graders just love saying, oh yeah, we're studying nuclear fission. But we do cover nuclear power plants and all different kinds of energies. Water pollution is a smaller unit, but it is laboratory based, and so there's a lot of hands-on and hopefully some field work that can come along with that. And then we wrap up the year with food production. Food production is the ribbon that ties the whole package together, thinking about how an ecosystem exists, thinking about population and how we feed a growing population, thinking about climate implications of big agriculture. And all of these things are intertwined, and so much of it is wrapped up in what we eat and the food choices that we're making. We do read Michael Pollan's book, The Omnivore's Dilemma, the Young Readers Edition. It is a great book. It's not a perfect book, but it is a great book. And so hopefully by the end of the year, I've taught the students how to read with a critical lens, and we can think about some of the biases that are in that book, and then also parse out some of the really good science that's in there too. So those are the big topics. Of course, within those topics, we have labs for each and every single one of those topics. We have group projects and we have big creative projects, and there's all different modes of learning that go into environmental science. It's not just writing lab reports. although we do that. And it's not just reading scientific peer-reviewed journals, although we do that. There's also an opportunity to make beautiful graphs based on climate change data. There's an opportunity to model ice cores and look at what a changing winter might look like in the Arctic over centuries. There is so much opportunity for growth and inquiry and exploration and being curious in this course, and I am so proud of it. I think the purpose of this video is to show you that I'm a real person, that I love what I do, that I'm passionate about my content area, which I really am, and I'm going to share that passion with the small people in your life. And they're going to love it. They're going to love science, and I'm going to love it, and it's going to be great.